No, you're not messing it up. Come on. Sugar those curls. They're so cute. He's like, don't mess with my coif, man.
Yeah.
Do not mess with my curls.
I can feel this curl back here. It's like 4 inches long.
Oh my God, it's so cute. So we're live, by the way. We're live.
Oh my
God. You really let your hair, like, I don't think I've ever seen you with long hair. You look so young. You look like a little boy with all this curly hair, Larry.
Well, it's interesting because in January of last year, I went to my mom. My mom has stage 4 cancer. So I went and I shaved my head before I got there, and she wouldn't let me in the house. She said, I don't know who this is. My son has a full head of hair.
Oh.
And in the meantime, she's lost all of her hair from the chemo and all that.
Right.
So I've decided that I'm going to let it go for about a year and a half and then shave it all and donate it to cancer wigs for cancer patients.
Oh, Larry. So sweet.
Oh, his Cupid haircut.
Because he will. I mean, look at that. It's just great. We need to get him some like little bows or something. Little barrettes or something like that. Okay, everybody. Hi. Formally saying hello. We've got Lori and BJ. Auntie is here. Auntie BJ from Hawaii. Renee is here. Sharon's here. Rachel's here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Say hi, give us a thumbs up, just so we know we're coming through, okay? Okay, so y'all know that I'm Liz Dawn. I'm Liz Dawn, and today we have 2 fabulous people that I have known for a very long time, and I've known Larry even longer than I've known Karin before he even met Karin. And this is, drum roll please, we've got Larry, it's Larry and Karin.
Larry and Carrie.
It's Larry and Karin. It's Karin and Larry Contier from Angelic Healing Crystals, and they are at you're at every single Celebrate Your Life event we do as a vendor. You're there every single event.
Yeah, I missed your first one in Chicago, but other than that, we've been at every single one.
Every single one, yeah. And they have. So what I love about Carrie and Larry is that. It's kind of funny, Carrie and Larry. Okay, what I love about them is whenever they come to a Celebrate Your Life event, they bring the most magnificent crystals, massive, and all the way down to smaller ones that people can travel with. But the massive ones end up on our stage at the event. So the energy of the room is already like set the moment they walk in the space, because all of these powerful crystals are just heating up the vibe of the space. And I'm probably one of their best customers. We call our house the Crystal Oasis. We love all of our crystals. So we're going to talk about crystals today, because you've all got these crystals and you're like, well, what in the world do I do with them? Like, what do we do with them? So welcome, Karin and Larry. Woo!
Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you all. I hope you're doing good during these trying times that we're all facing here. And I know we're all looking forward to the next in-person Celebrate Your Life, which I know Liz is working on. We just don't know when yet.
We just don't know when. I'm sort of working on it. Okay, so let's talk about crystals. So you've both been working in crystals for what, 20 years now, right?
Yes.
And so what do you find to be the most, the greatest benefit? And as I sit here, I have like a crystal here, and I've got one on my desk here, my little wand, and I've got all kinds of fun stuff here. And my crystal ball over there. So what do you find some of the greatest benefits? Like, what have you personally, professionally found some of the greatest benefits in working with crystals? And we're going to show some crystals today, you guys. We're going to have some show and tell, and they're going to talk specifically about the healing properties and energy and what we can get from crystals. But as a whole, how has your life changed by working with crystals?
Well, for me, it's my background is investment banking, and I haven't put a suit on in over 20 years since I did my very first angel therapy practitioner's course 20 plus years ago. I love the way the crystals work without any guidance or interference from anybody else. And I'll give you an example. There was a few years ago when we were doing an event in LA, and this young lady walks up to the table. She's got to be 20, maybe 25. And she says, I'm brand new to this. Do you have what crystal would you recommend for me to get? And I said, well, what's your name? She goes, my name is Tiffany. I said, well, how would you like to get a Tiffany stone that you're standing right in front of? And she looks down. She goes, what, this one? And I said, yeah, that one. That one is called a Tiffany stone. And she was just like, oh my God, they named a stone after me. How did they know?
I love it.
It's just little things like that that just make a difference to any individual who happens to be drawn to a specific stone.
Have you ever worked with and Karin, I want you to answer that question too. Like what do you feel from the energy of crystals? Like how have you used them in your life for manifesting, for healing?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I am super sensitive energetically, but what I love about it is that honestly, everyone can feel the energy of the stones. It is the energy is so alive. You don't have to be clairvoyant or clairsentient to be able to feel the energy of the energies of the stones. You don't have to know anything about what they do, and you can simply hold them, even just think about them, and they resonate. They immediately start talking to you, on all of your senses. They have the same DNA coding that we do. And so that I love that you can be a complete novice or a complete, an expert, someone who's dabbled in it for many, many years, but everyone gets the same benefit. First and foremost, you feel the medicinal properties of the stone. And if you have no idea what it does, I always say just hold the stone up to your body somehow and ask the stone, what is your medicine? How are you going to make me feel? Okay.
Mhm.
And they can be used in so many different ways, but that is probably the simplest thing, is show me how you are going to affect me, because your energy may be different today and it may be different tomorrow, and it may be
Mhm.
different your neighbor's energy.
And how does that so why crystals? Like why do we get this powerful feeling and draw to crystals? Because I'm so drawn to
Mhm.
crystals, to rose quartz, to amethyst, to quartz, to um, smoky topaz. I mean, all of it. I'm just so drawn to these stones. Why is that? Like, what is that about that?
Well, it's an energetic pull. So we're all composed of energy, and that which you seek also seeks you. So whether you're mindful of what you're manifesting at the time, or you haven't even dreamt of it yet, you're already going to be drawn to the people, the places, the things, the objects that will bring you into balance and help you get to that next level, whether you're conscious of it or not. It's all the energetic frequencies that are attracting you to. Part of it is that they are beautiful. I mean, this is a quartz point. See that very close. Sorry, you can see that.
Mm,
We're like, ooh, sparkly.
I love it.
But
But
there,
there's something about the energy of it. And
Mhm.
I can't like logically, I keep trying to tell myself, well, why is it? Like, what is it about it? Is it comes from the earth or comes from sacred places? Or, I mean, Larry, you just got back from like crystal heaven in Brazil. I saw some of your pictures. I was like, how is he going to get that one back? But it's really, it's so there is a shift. I mean, I can't deny it. There's just a feeling I get around them. I,
Yeah.
I I mean, even you just holding that one up, I was like, oh, gimme.
Well, just like we're alive, energetic beings, and we're
Uh-huh.
fully conscious, so are crystals. They're very much alive. And people ask us all the time, are they still alive even after you've extract them from the womb of Mother Earth? Yes, we are alive, and we're very much growing and ascending and transcending. And we've been born from our mothers. The energy still keeps expanding. And the more we evolve and change and grow, and self-actualize, the crystals do too. And they're here to partner with us to amplify that which we're dreaming about and where we want to go and be. So they amplify, think of them as amplifiers. Okay. So we have a piece of selenite here. I'm sorry if I can't. Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, lift it up just a little bit more. Oh, selenite. Now it looks very similar to quartz. So talk a little bit about selenite.
Yes. Selenite is actually on a mineral level is gypsum. Okay. So it's a completely different mineral than quartz. Okay. So side by side, quartz is typically clear, although it can be milky also, but totally different mineral composition. Selenite is wonderful. It is often referred to as the angel stone. So meaning and you can see it's very sparkly. This is a selenite polished point. So you can see this is more of a natural side and the point is at the tip. So what it does is it clears your energy field. And it not only clears, but it will also is an amplifier. So it'll amplify whatever thoughts and dreams and desires you're having. And the fact that it's shaped as in a point, when energy travels through the whole body of the pillar, it shoots out like a laser to the universe and magnifies your intention. So say you're wanting to feel better in your body, better physical vitality, better energy. You want to just get rid of this schluff that's happening in this age, this year of complete releasement of old stuff and old patterns. This will help magnify the releasement of those old patterns and also amplify what it is that you're wanting to have, like a laser sharp. So,
and how do we use that? So how would I use that? So let's say I wanted to do exactly what you're talking about, amplify anything that I'm looking to create in my life.
Right. So you can hold it. You can place it on, if you have a sacred space set up in your home. And if you do not, I highly recommend it. It's kind of a nice visual reminder to sit and take the time to be quiet. You can hold it in meditation. You don't have to physically have it next to you. It can be on a table or on your nightstand. You can, because thoughts are also energy. So if I'm sitting here holding it, and I'm thinking, I intend to release all that no longer serves my highest good. And I intend to also receive all that does serve my highest good. All people, places, things, jobs, houses, whatever you're wanting, a mate. You release that thought to the universe and you have to release and trust that it will how and when it will be coming back to you. So
Right.
You have no conditions on the way to manifest, but this is an amplifier.
Can you hold it up again? Let's let everybody see it. Oh,
The
go
other
ahead,
thing
Larry.
too with this, I have a piece just like that I just simply use as a paperweight on my desk.
Do you guys feel that? We're sending
As
love.
a paperweight. Yeah, but you're using it for it's there intentionally is what you're saying.
Yes.
Because I know you don't do anything without intention, Larry. I know. Okay, so
You're right.
someone asked, is the shape important?
The shape is important. So this is another piece of selenite.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. I want to talk about the pillar just for a second before we go on to that next one. Now, I want everybody to know, we've got a ton of Larry and Karin's crystals on our website. So we're not just playing show and tell, girls and boys. You can go and have them for yourself. Do we have this particular one on our website?
Oh, yes. This is a selenite polished point.
And you've got the large and the medium. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to get the large. You know that.
Well, let me show you the large, girl. And size does matter for those who have that question.
Size matters. This is a large one. I don't know. Why am I completely like body goosebumps? Like craziness.
This helps you clear your energy and stay in the highest vibration possible. It helps you connect with your angels as well. So it has a super high angelic frequency.
Save a large one for Liz Dawn, please.
The significance of the point is that it allows you to manifest very, very precisely. Okay.
So here you can see the difference in the sizes. Let's slide back a little bit.
Okay, so Karin, you're holding the large one, and this is all on our website, you guys. And I've got Tanya and Janice and Diane and everybody. They're posting the link directly to our angelic healing crystals page on our website. So, Larry, what size are you holding? The small?
This is the
selenite. If that's the polished point, this is called a pillar because we've polished all the sides on it.
Oh, so
this is natural on the sides.
Okay.
Organic look.
With just the tip.
The tip is polished. And that one is about 4 to 5 inches tall. These are 10. So we have medium and large of these. And
okay, so the large ones, that's all polished, and then the bottom one, that's all rough. That's rough, but the point is polished.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right, and it helps to magnify. That's what I felt the minute it was like, boom, that Reiki.
You guys, because you can feel through, you know, I'm going to point it at you. This is sending lots of love into your hearts.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so that's available on our website. I have to have them. I want them both now.
I want to show you this too, because we only have a few of these, but these are big selenite hearts. These are about 7.5 inches. This one is obviously the big one.
Now tell me about the shape of the heart and having it in the heart, because that is breathtaking.
Right. So depending on the shape, if it's more polished and rounded, it tends to, instead of acting like a specific laser, it's more of like a soft, the energy, like if you think of feng shui, having a sphere, it's going to move the energy in your space. Okay. And it has more of a general healing. Like if you need heart healing, you know, you just place this right. You can place it on your body. You can, you know, the taller one is obviously easier. If you need healing anywhere in your body, say you have a pain in your shoulder, you know, or you're having digestive issues, you can place it right over, you know, your intestines or your stomach or your actual.
Beautiful.
It's more for general healing, and it has a softer feel. The energy is going to move all the way around it, and you can place this anywhere in your space. Say you have a space in your house where like the energy just isn't moving there. You can place it there, and it'll not only, it's like an energetic vacuum cleaner. Okay. And they're so cute. Look at them.
Energetic vacuum cleaner. I love the big one. I think that's amazing. Okay, we have like some questions and some comments. I just want to get to. So Sandy is sharing about cleansing our crystals. I love this. Talk about that just for a minute, so everybody knows you need to cleanse your crystals.
Okay. So you'll know, I want people to really trust their intuition. And even if you think you aren't in tune, you are. Just assume that you are. And you're going to know whether you need to clean them or not. And it's very easy. I like to just take, actually, Larry, I'll field this to Larry because I'll talk.
Larry, you go. Larry's like, I want to talk. I want to talk.
I have to raise my hand.
blah, blah, blah.
Talk about the cleansing.
There's a number of different ways that you can cleanse your stones. I have a dear friend of mine that he simply imagines opening. I'm going to back up so that you can see me a little bit more. He simply imagines opening a little portal in front of him, and then he goes like this, as if he's, you know,
dropping the energy,
flicking the energy into the portal. The portal goes down to the roots of Mother Earth, and she uses that energy to transform and use what she needs the energy for. So for him, he's a very physical, visual person, and that's okay. Let's just flick it off and, you know, move on.
Got it.
Some people will say, well, tonight is the full moon, so I want to put my crystals out in the backyard underneath the full moon and let them cleanse and purify with moon energy, with goddess energy.
Oh my gosh, we're doing that.
And tonight, I think tonight is the full moon.
I think it's tomorrow night.
Is it tomorrow night? Halloween?
So, Larry, how am I going to get my big amethyst out there? That's what I need to know.
You have a husband that can carry it.
That's true, he does. And what about, so we can put it in the full moon, we can flick, okay? to clean, because you do want to clean the energy off of your crystals, you guys, especially if you're buying it from somebody you don't know who's handled it, you don't know what kind of energies absorbed it. So it's really important to cleanse your crystals. Okay, tell us. Oh, Ginger's here. Hi, Ginger.
Hi, Ginger.
And Lynette is here. Sandy and everybody.
Okay, so a super easy way to do it is if you do have a large piece, I like using salt water. There's a reason that most of the earth is covered in salt, that our bodies are full of salt water. Salt is holy purifying water. Okay. And it is very easy, even if you're at a hotel room or your home, just, it doesn't matter the kind of salt. It could be sea salt, Himalayan salt, just soak.
Table salt.
It could be table salt. Soak, just follow your gut. You can't do this wrong, guys.
So
keep holding up a crystal. I want you guys to keep holding up that selenite. Just kind of keep it up, just so people can see it as we're talking, because it's just got such good energy.
Okay, so let's say you have a quartz pillar like this, a massage wand. You can just fill up a bowl of water and with some salt, make it salt water, and just set the crystal in the bowl. You can take a little bit of that salt water and sprinkle, put the crystals on a towel or something, and sprinkle the salt water on them. It's about using your guidance and your intuition and this is what I want to do. This is how it works for me. So cleansing crystals, there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. We've just talked about 3 or 4 here.
I love that. I love that. And that Patricia just asked, how do I clean the selenite? In the same way, you can flick it, you can put it out in the full moon, or you can put it in salt water. And you know what?
Let me actually, sorry to interrupt, Liz, but gypsum is actually highly soluble. So that is probably why she knows this, and she wants us to make sure we get this right, because gypsum selenite is water soluble, and you can also place them in a bowl of dry salt as well. So that Right. And if you also have large pieces, like Liz, you have that gorgeous big amethyst that your husband lit so beautifully. You can place a little bowl of salt water just underneath it or near it, and it will clear that field. Okay.
Okay. So the selenite you don't want to put in salt water. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. Do not submerge it in salt.
Okay. Do not submerge your selenite. Okay. Correct. And then I need to get back to something that Larry said, but what? Oh my gosh. Ladies, please post the link to our store, because all of these things that they're holding up, we have in our store if anybody is interested in any of these crystals and these stones.
These are crazy. We just got these. Let me see if I can hold them.
Are these in the store?
Yep.
Oh, I need to have that.
They're selenite rods. Sorry, guys. This one is like 9 to 11 inches. Sorry, cannot tell where I am. And then the big one. So this is a medium, and this is a large. Let me show you how to use this. This is a selenite healing rod, and I'm going to show this up close because this is crazy gorgeous.
Wow.
This you line up to your chakras. Look at the light shooting off of here. Okay. Whew, sorry.
Oh, I love that.
I goosies here.
Oh, I love this.
You line these to your chakras. Okay. This is pretty big. This is 14 to 16 inches. You can hold this up to yourself, or you can lay down, hold it like that. This will open up all of the chakra channels, all the meridians in the body. You can also place this on your spine. You can lay it on someone else. Literally, not only does it pop open the crown chakra, which gives you full access to the divine and all of your guides, deceased loved ones, all of that. You can hold it anywhere in the body. Selenite is incredible. If you know anyone who is ill, it aids in healing just about everything. Okay. But you'll feel this, because this will start tingling in the crown chakra, and it will send goosebumps, tingles all the way down your fingers and your toes. Okay.
So now I've had this one here for 30 seconds now, and my eyes, I don't know if you can see it, but my eyelids are flickering. I can feel the energy tickling all down my head.
Take much from Larry. So
well, that is true, but I can feel it going all the way down my back, down my legs. I can feel it tickling. It's like somebody's tickling my throat. And this is just
Yeah.
from holding this for what, a minute?
Yeah. It is. I call it your light sword. So if you're feeling yucky, I'm
That
telling you,
is,
it'll clear your field in seconds. And not only does it clear it, it makes you feel effervescent. You know, you'll have that bright, sparkly field that you've been missing. You know, wanting your mojo back.
okay,
Okay.
so Karen, you're holding, which, and somebody just said, I'm really loud, but you guys are soft. So I'm going to back up for my microphone a little bit. So Karen, are you holding the large one?
Yep. This
All
one
right.
is 14 to 16 inches.
Oh,
And
I
it's
have
a pure white one. Okay. If you like, you know, are sensitive to color. Okay. It is literally like the light sword, the lightsaber that in
Oh, oh my God. So we
Yeah.
get these. So Ginger's asking, where do we get them? You guys, we have all of this on our Celebrate Your Life boutique, and we're posting the link. So Janice is posting the link, Tanya's posting the link, everybody's posting the link to the store where you can pick these up if you want, if you feel like you resonate. I'm resonating with everything, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. It's really going to be a selenite and quartz crystal mess in my house.
You know, Liz, early somebody asked about sizes, and I'm going to pull forward a little bit here. So this is what we call a soap. It's about the size of a bar of soap.
Actually, I've called it a palm stone. This is, you know, because it fits nicely in the palm of your hand. Just so you know, in case you're looking on the website, I called it palms on there. So
Okay.
And it's,
So why do we use that? Everybody says I'm too loud, and I don't know why. Um, I don't know why. I'm at my regular space. I'll whisper like this. Okay. I'll whisper. Okay. So what do we use that one for?
So, you know, if you want to do a meditation, this is a lot harder to put on your forehead, put over your heart. Some people will use palm stones like this with their laying down and putting them over the different parts of the body because they're nice and soft and they're all polished. There's no rough edges. You're not going to get slivers or splinters. Where with the rough edged ones, you could.
And the rods are natural also. So the rods are, yeah, you're not, you're not going to get splinters. Trust me. There, it's not as smooth, but these
right
are these are comforting. People, you know how they use worry stones, or they're like, it just has a very calming.
Much
Yes.
easier to carry this.
If you go to that link, and let me just answer. If you go to the link that we're posting, just if you go to that link, if you go to the store, if you scroll down to the bottom and you go to page 2 or 3, we have all the crystals posted on there. So it's not just the selenite and the quartz. We've got amethyst, we've got rose quartz, we've got smoky topaz, we've got everything on there. You just have to scroll down to the bottom. And somebody said they love me. Thank you so much, Rachel. I love you too. Okay. So
we do have more crystals to
I was
show.
going to ask you, what else we got?
We got, you guys see this? Okay, can you see, is it focused?
Magic you're holding. That's so sparkly and delicious.
Yes, this is pyrite. Okay.
Right.
And it comes from Peru, and it does matter where in the world these come from because they have the energy of the land, of the people, of the culture, of their hearts. I have never met a Peruvian person that wasn't full of love and joy and light and unconditional love. Pyrite is made of iron and sulfur, so and it feels very heavy like a metal. So it's going to be incredibly good for grounding. But what I love using pyrite for is not only is it gorgeous, but it reconnects you to your passion for living. So pyrite stands for fire. Okay. You know, who doesn't need pyrite, magnified in their belly? It connects you to what you love about life and why you're here and what your purpose is. And it literally lights your bottom on fire. If you are not doing what you're here, what you're supposed to do, or you want to be doing, this is a magnifying tool for that.
I love that. Hold on just 1 second. They're saying that they can't hear you, but here's what I need. So Lillian, try turning your volume up and I will speak softer so I don't blast everybody out because my computer microphone is really good. So I'll keep my voice down a little bit. You guys just get closer to your microphone and let's see how this works out, if this will work. Okay, so
the other thing I wanted to mention about pyrite is the region of Peru that this comes from is a few hundred miles from one of the most sacred sites in the world, and that's from Machu Picchu. So it comes from not the exact same region as Machu Picchu, but very, very close. It's also one of the only stones that in some cases forms perfect 90-degree angles, 100% naturally. And science has said, well, we don't really know how that happens. It shouldn't be able to happen. But it does.
Just think purpose, passion, and play. The three P's for pyrite. It'll light your soul on fire. Okay. And again, you can use it as in meditation. You can hold it. You can put it on your nightstand and let it work with you as you sleep. Again, these guys are very much alive. They will talk to you. They will feel what you need and bring your vibration to where it needs to be. Okay. For optimal health and healing.
And now we have to have pyrite.
Yeah.
Pyrite. Yeah. And this is also on our website, you guys. It's on the website. Everybody's asking me to turn my mic down, but you can't do that.
All right. So what we got next? We have.
Wait a second. I want to post where everybody can get that. So you can get. So the pyrite from Machu Picchu is on our website. No, I have to have this also. You guys go to our website. We're posting the link right there. And I know that Tanya and Janice and Diane. I know I want pyrite too, Diane. Oh, it's just so pretty and sparkling. Passion, purpose, and play. Yes.
Triple P.
The triple P. Okay, so we have another one coming up, and it's, what is it?
This is smoky quartz. I know you guys have seen this. This is more of our natural cut. We left it natural on the side, is polished at the tip. You know, smoky quartz is, I think, is actually probably one of the hottest stones that we have right now. People have seen it for many years, but I don't think they really have understood what it actually does. It's not only, people know it mostly for clearing energy that no longer serves us. Okay. Whether you want to call it negative or outdated or outmoded, whatever you want to do. What Smoky does now is more, it reframes, it helps us to reframe our thinking out of the old paradigm and into the new paradigm. So it literally, as our bodies and genetically, how all of our cells are mutating and changing and going to a much higher vibration, Smoky is the facilitator and the amplifier to help us get out of our heads into our hearts, and allows us to live life not the way they did in the olden days, because the script that we're living now has not been written yet. Okay. It's being created however way I wake up in the morning and I say, what do I want to experience today? Okay. How do I want to feel? Who do I want to meet? How may I serve, most importantly? So smoky quartz. So we have it in two forms. We have it in the natural, the polished cut, and Larry's going to hold up the other one.
And this one is 100% cut and polished.
All the way down the sides.
And the bottom as well. So you can see here the difference between it being cut and polished and between here where you can see that the sides are all natural. You can see the blemishes,
it's more roughness. An organic look. It's
it's just beautiful. It just feels so earthy and strong. We have both of those on our website, you guys. We have both of them on our website. Okay, here, I'm going to post it again. Ooh, now that one looks like a regular quartz in your hand.
Well, and they come in different colors. So this against a white background. Sorry if you can see.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look, yeah. And they come in different shades.
Okay.
So you just have to specify. I would prefer a darker one. Some people like the lighter ones. It's totally up to you guys. We'll pick the best piece that you want. Okay.
So I have a weird question for you. So let's say one has a meditation room.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I've got quartz, and let's say I've got the selenite, and I've got the smoky quartz, and the amethyst. Like, do they compete energetically for, no, I'm going to manifest. No, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to heal. No.
Mother Earth has graced us with many opportunities and many different tools for manifestation and they all go like this, and they make one specific space. When you're
Okay.
opening up sacred space, when you have a meditation room or just on your desk, it becomes sacred space, and it works in harmony with how you are, who you are, and what you're working through. You know, certain stones have more specific purposes, and
Mhm.
others have other specific purposes, but they all work in harmony together.
We have a crystal lover who says that she's a sister of both of you. Sandy seems very, very knowledgeable also, and she says they work together and they amplify. They just amplify each other, and I love that. Okay, so what other? I'm so excited for more show and tell.
All right. So this one, let me see if I can hold all of these up at the same time to overwhelm your senses. And for those of you who may have taken our crystal class in Sedona,
Yeah.
crystal fail. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, this is what I don't. So this is new on our website, and I need to understand this because Larry just said something about massaging. So I need to know about this. This is fabulous.
So these are. Can you guys see these? Sorry, these are hard to hold.
Just hold one.
Larry, you need some.
Seven. It's a set of seven.
This is a set of 7 quartz massage wands, and one tip is polished and pointed, and you can use that kind of like a laser. And the other side is rounded, where you could use it here like to massage and to get into the little under my shoulder blades, which are locked up. It helps you get in and do that. This is a 7.
Oh, I know a certain chiropractor and acupuncturist.
Yes.
That my husband is going to love this. We're getting everything.
So this is a set of 7 pieces, and they're all roughly 2.5 inches or so. And there's a very specific formation that you can put them around the body. And we'll hold up a little.
Hopefully you guys can see this. Oh dear. May not be.
Anyway, I'll go over it real fast because
Probably can't see
it necessarily. But you put one of the crystals this way with the point pointing out.
So keep in mind you're laying on the floor is easiest to do this.
Yes.
And go ahead.
And you would position these 7 massage wands at different points in the body. I'm going to slide a little bit back. It's hard to do this left-handed in the mirror looking at the camera, so I'm trying to keep the right spots. So you put one here. You do one over each of the shoulders.
And you're starting with the points facing away from the body. So
Right.
this one's going to go up as opposed to towards my body. It's going to go out.
Okay, so you're lying down.
Yeah, you're lying
Yes.
down, and you're going to place one above your head. And we include instructions in this, by the way. And you're going to place one outside your arms, both sides. Okay. Away from the body.
Okay.
And then same with the legs. So one outside each hip or leg, and then 2 at the bottom of each feet. Again, facing away from the body. So this is a 2-part healing process. We call this the 7 quartz healing set. Okay. The first part is, and you guys can feel this. Yeah, Liz, you can feel it.
I need this. Okay, so somebody said, do you send instructions with using the massage? They send instructions. And they are not in Sedona, you guys. Lynette, they're in Colorado, but they were at our Celebrate Your Life. They come to every single event. And they taught a class for the Sedona, Celebrate Your Life Sedona event. And yes, Sandy, I know I need them too. Here's the link to the store again, Sandy.
And then Lynette, also at that Sedona retreat, we did demonstrate this on the massage table and on the floor.
And we did it in as a group. So even though we're showing this to you virtually, you can actually feel this as we do it. And yes, you can set an intention, but you, again, the crystals know what to do also. If you have these placed away from your body, they will immediately remove anything that does not belong in your field. Okay. On every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And people say, well, how long do I do this? It could be anywhere from 10 seconds to 5 minutes. You'll know when you're done because you'll feel very peaceful and still and like
Right.
I'm done. I'm complete. So, and then that same moment when you feel like you're complete, when you're ready, and I love this because you can do it on yourself. You're going to just, the crystals will stay where they are, but you're just going to point them towards the body. And now this is going to re-energize your field because again, when energy travels through the crystals, it's going to come out the point. So it's going to re-energize your energy field, and you, depending on how sensitive you are, it could be, you could be done in 2 seconds. It's almost, you'll be able to tell when you're complete because it'll feel like, oh my gosh, it's like you've plugged in your battery and it is definitely blinking green, fully charged. It's almost like if you go beyond that point, you'll almost feel like, whoo, almost
Wow.
okay.
And
So
remember too,
impressive.
I'm sitting here like this right now, and I can see in the camera that I'm not over my center. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. Do you
Here, here,
It doesn't have to be
it
exact.
doesn't have to be exact.
Can you share with us? Julie's asking if you have any feedback from people who have done this healing, who have used it. What kind of results have they shared with you that have happened for them?
So there's a number of different. The most common feedback is, "Oh my God, I can feel stuff leaving. I don't know what it is, but I can just feel jittery." And then when you flip the piece over, and now you have the point pointing towards you, a lot of people have said, "Wow, it just feels like peacefulness, like
Mhm.
tranquility, like
Mhm.
calm." Because what happens is your body acts like an English muffin. It has all these nooks and crannies, and when you put the crystal here and you point it away from you, all of those nooks and crannies get pulled out. All of that stagnant energy, that stuff that no longer resonates for you, it just gets pulled out. And when you put it back like this, now you're filling it with divine energy, with Christ consciousness, with Mother Earth or Father Sky's love. You're just like, I can lay there for 5 or 6 minutes and just start shaking and twitching. But well, hello
Hello.
there. That looks just like
You wrestle through.
So Liz, I do want to show that we have these in different sizes, which in Sedona, we only have the large set. So we do have a more affordable set. These are about 2 inches and the large set are about sometimes 3 to 4 inches. So this would be, all the pieces would be about the same size in each set, and you get 7 to cover most of the body. Okay.
Okay. And I just posted the link again. Someone asked, I know, I love the kitty too, Lynette. He came right up as we're talking about crystals, which I find very interesting. He's sitting right here. Hi, buddy.
And we have the exact same charcoal gray cat in our house
Well,
as well.
yours is black, isn't she?
Puck is yep, he's pure black.
Okay.
He's a Halloween kitty. Do you have a book we can buy or recommend a book to read?
Yes, we do. And I don't have it right next to me, but my favorite crystal reference book is called Love is in the Earth.
Oh, I'll put that. Love is in the earth.
And the author is one word. Her name is Melody, like the harmony, like melody, Melody.
Ah, okay. Perfect.
And in the industry, there's all kinds of different crystal books, but we kind of call that the go-to. And I would just get the first edition. She's got second edition, third edition, fourth edition with additional descriptions and pictures and stuff like that. At a young age, she would hold up rocks and she would hear them talking to her. So she would write it down. And her mom and dad are very spiritual. And they said, "Well, that's great, honey." And they still keep talking to her now. And Melody is probably getting close to 70, maybe even 75 years old, and lives in Boulder.
Yeah. So her book is at least 40 to 50 years worth of spiritual wisdom in it. And it's so beautiful. It gives all the different information that you might want. So, Liz, we have one more item to
Yeah,
discuss.
we can keep going with show and tell. I love this.
So these guys, I want to show these because we have so many people with positive feedback. These are this is shungite, the black one. Okay. And the right one is gray. This is soapstone. These are our shungite and soapstone harmonizing rods. And these are probably also one of our top sellers. These are also on Liz's site. You have to scroll just a couple pages over, but these are unbelievable. Actually, at one of your events, Liz, at Denise Lynn's retreat in Santa Fe last December, there was a woman struggling with extreme vertigo. And I'm telling you, she came up and she had to hold on to the edge of the table. She was so far gone with nausea and dizziness. And I said, my gosh, this is great. Because I always love, not great for her, but great for us to be able to go, okay, we'll try these and see if they work. So I'll show you what happens is you typically hold the black one, and actually I can do it like this.
Oh, I remember this now. Yes.
Yeah, you hold the shungite in the right hand. Okay. I'm kind of opposite here, but this is my right hand, and the shungite, the soapstone is in the left.
Soapstone in the left, shungite in the right. Okay.
And again, we send instructions on how to use these. Okay. When you hold these, the shungite clears your energy super fast. It clears the EMFs, negativity, you name it. And then the right, the soapstone is a neutralizer. So the shungite will basically seek and find any imbalance in your body on all levels and clear it. It'll evaporate it immediately into the etheric field.
Mm-hmm.
The soapstone, that's this one. And then the soapstone is the neutralizer. Okay. So it kind of gives a sense of peace and balance and rebalancing for the body. So I have people that use this for insomnia, epilepsy, vertigo, all sorts of things.
Wow. Okay, I'm posting the link, you guys, to the page where you can find the shungite. It's actually on the second page of the crystal page.
Yeah, these are a must have. And even if I don't have these in my field and I all of a sudden wake up on the wrong side of the bed and feel like Medusa, which, we're all human. If I don't have these in like right next to me, all I have to do is think of them and go, okay, please, please balance me. I'm invoking the presence of the energy of these two stones, and it literally will flip my polarity back to the positive almost instantaneously.
Well, that's the other thing with them too is, as we go through life, we get these bumps, energy. People cut us off in the car. Sometimes our polarities can get switched. With these harmonizing rods, they automatically put our polarities back into balance, into harmony. The soapstone here, that's the stone that the Native American culture, they carved to make their peace pipes with. They carved them out of soapstone.
Oh.
In their culture, they believe that the soapstone is the stone that carries prayers to Great Spirit. We offer those prayers in the form of a peace pipe or for ceremony, and that's part of harmonizers work here. We don't need that energies within our bodies anymore, not good or bad, but just not part of how we are.
Mm-hmm. And what are they want to know on the website, it's called, what is it called? Oh, shungite harmonizing rods.
Yeah.
Shungite. So just for, I have no idea if you have it in front of you, but do you have any of the little angels in front of you?
Ooh, goodness.
No. Okay. No. But it's on the website.
No.
I have this little clear quartz angel in my hand right now. It is so clear that you probably can't even see it.
We have to
Yes.
do this again. We have to do this again where you have like all the stuff, because I never knew how beautiful those selenite rods were until I actually saw you holding them, and now I have to have one. And I never understood the things, and then I need those healing things, those 7. Yeah, this is just so cool.
Yes.
So someone's asking, I have some Cherokee Indian in me. Julie is asking, which one do you recommend for beginners?
Well, Julia, as we were talking here, was there any of the stones that we talked about that kind of made you percolate, made you, type of thing? Because your body is going to have a better understanding of which stones resonate for you at this specific time with whatever's going on for you physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Were there any that just kind of resonated for you?
Julie. I can hear an echo with myself on your computer. I know, and that's interesting you say that, because when I never had really resonated, when I saw the pictures of the selenite, I was like, oh, but then when you held it up, whew, that was it. She came in the middle of the conversation. Well, you know what? Would you hold up a piece of selenite for Julie, and let's see. This is selenite. You can see it's
the polished point.
It's kind of shiny. It's a polished point, and that's the selenite wand. Mm-hmm. And let's not tell her anything about it, and see like what feels right for her. This is a fun exercise. Julie, we're using you as a subject here.
Thanks for volunteering.
So Julie, imagine that you can just take a deep breath in and relax. Step out of your mental space for a moment and just imagine that you can connect with the energy of the stones. Just even visually, you could close your eyes, and whether you're a beginner or not, you want to go with what you're intuitively drawn to. It could be like, ooh, because that's pretty, or that you're having an actual visceral response, like it make you excited, or it makes you uncomfortable. It could have the opposite effect too.
She says she loves it.
She loves the selenite. Awesome.
Okay, go ahead and show. And it comes in so many different shapes, and polished and raw. And
you can use these, will balance your entire energy field. Okay, you just hold it up to your torso, and it will balance all of the chakras in the body. It can be on the front or the back, or place it anywhere in the body. This is great. This helps heal your bones. Help for people that are really ill, like people with cancer. It helps regenerate you on a cellular level. And it's in general, it clears, it amplifies, and it brightens your energy field. Just as sparkly as it looks, this is your light sword. Just you can do energy sweeps along the body as well, just to kind of clear your energy. Larry's holding a large pillar. These are 10 inches tall. And this, you can place this, will clear your energy in your whole house immediately. So you want to place it either in the center of your home, or intuitively choose a place in your home that you feel like the energy needs a little oomph, little movement and clearing and energizing.
Sometimes somebody will put this on the mantle because that's kind of the heart space of the house.
And Lizzie's favorite is our gigantic.
Yeah, but that pillar for our mantle would be kind of amazing. Okay, I'm going to grab the link again. Liz, please, can you ask if the size matters in healing? Oh, I forgot to ask that. Sorry. Seriously, does size matter when it comes to healing?
So I'll address that. A it's such a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. Okay.
The energy of a piece of stone that's this big, resonance frequency is exactly the same as a piece this big.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody know who Tom the Tool Man is? He's always going to tell you bigger is better. Get the biggest, but it's not always the most economically affordable. So science can measure this piece of selenite versus this piece of selenite, and the resonance, the frequency is the same. Now I can hold this piece and I can hold this piece, and for me, this piece makes the hair on my eyebrows tingle. This not as much. So much of it depends upon you and what you need the piece for or the pieces for,
Mhm.
and what your pocketbook says I can afford to do and what I can't afford to do. Science will measure the resonance, the frequency of the stone, and they are exactly the same.
Okay. I love that. I love knowing that.
But there's a difference of magnitude in the amount of energy that's coming out versus a pebble versus a mountain. It's still going to feel good. It's just like Larry said, what is it that you are feeling would serve your highest good at this time?
Mhm.
They both have the same healing properties. So
Right.
it's totally up to you.
Don't use the money for your rent or your mortgage to buy the stone, because that's not financially smart thing to do. But if
Says the former financial banking.
yeah, um,
So this is not just crystal teachings. This is financial teaching. Okay.
right, finance 101.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. What about, so Julie resonated with selenite. So let's hold up. Julie, are you still there? Okay. What was the name of the book? Love is the Earth.
Love is in the earth.
Love is in the Earth. Love
Yeah,
is in the Earth.
by Melody.
By Melody. Love is in the Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's hold up just so Julie can we can sort of play with this with her. Let's pick up the smoky quartz.
Mhm.
The smoky quartz, and let's see if she gets that same kind of, maybe talk about it a little bit so she can understand it and see.
Okay, so I have two different smoky quartz here.
Mhm.
This one is cut and polished all the way around. And this one is the natural sides and with the polished tips.
And if Julie, if you're still there, what do you get a feeling for this one, or did the selenite speak to you? I don't know if we have a little bit of a delay, so it'll take her a second. But I find it fascinating that, when I look at smoky quartz, I'm like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I love crystals.
Yeah.
I'm not as like,
Based on where you are vibrationally at the moment, you may not need it. So, but smoky quartz is big for a lot of people right now because it's helping them shift out of old patterns, old ancestral ways of being, old ways of thinking that don't really serve our highest good anymore. So it helps us move out of the old paradigm and into the new paradigm so that we can manifest things instantaneously. We're doing things in a whole new way. People notice that even before you formulate a thought, you've already manifested it. We're in a much, much higher frequency right now. Um, and so this stone helps catapult us into a new way of being. Okay. And helps us shed those old patterns. It clears negativity. And it's good for protection as well.
so she's loving everything. She loved the first one, the wand, and she loves this. So now we've totally confused you, Julie.
Sorry.
Well, here's the link to the website if you want to just sort of peruse it. I know I think it's definitely different seeing it on video than it is just in the pictures. Like when you're holding it up, I can really get a feeling for it.
Right.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
they can, you guys can forward if you have questions, forward them to Liz's contact. Who can they contact with you, Liz, if they have any specific questions? And you could forward them to us, and we can
come on. We're going to do this again. I love this. I love this. Okay, everybody. All right. Any parting wisdom that you'd like to share with everyone?
shine your light bright, my friends. Don't let this doom and gloom thoughts even for a moment hesitate your brilliance. You're here to do good and to love each other. And this is all we have is each other. So love each other and make the day your best day ever. We love you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Thank you so much. And they'll post the link to our website where you can get all of these deliciously fabulous healing crystals. And again, I just so appreciate you being with us, Larry and Karin. You stay right there. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Okay. We'll see you. Oh, you know what I'm supposed to say? Oh, don't go anywhere. I'm supposed to announce the book of the month. The book of the month. I'm supposed to make 2 announcements. One announcement. First, all the crystal energy got me. And Puck has been sitting here the entire time.
Yeah.
Sitting here. He's like holding energy. And he doesn't normally do that. He usually sits on my lap, but not just here looking like one of these Egyptian cats. So for those of you that are single, that are looking for ways to attract a healthy, wonderful, committed relationship in your life, I'm offering a free workshop all about dating on Tuesday, November 10th. So if that resonates for you, come and check out that. Just go to our celebrateyourlife.com website and you'll see it on the homepage. It's a totally free workshop for any of you that struggle with that at all. And we're also, our book of the month is going to be The Celestine Prophecy.
Oh my God. I have a story about that book. That was the first, it fell off the shelf in the airport when I was going down to Mexico. And I was like, I put it back on the shelf. And I walked around the shelf and it fell off on the floor in front of me again. So I'm reading it in Mexico at the pool in Puerto Vallarta. And it's talking about, I won't tell you what the book talks about, but one of the things that happened was I walked up to the bar at the exact same moment that this lady walked up to the bar, and we both said, I'll have a Dos Equis. And I looked at her and she looked at me and we started talking. She was reading the Celestine Prophecies workbook in her room the same time that I was reading the Celestine Prophecies book at the pool.
I love that. I love that. Well, the Celestine Prophecy, James Redfield, was our first ever event we weren't Mishka Productions at the time, but it was in 1994. So this is like our 25th or 26th year anniversary. There you go. I love it. It's, we're doing this for November because it's a spiritual adventure story. It's a fun read. It's a joyful read. It's a happy read. And at the end of the month, I'm hoping James has time to come in and do a Q&A with us. So it's going to be our first book for November, our book of the month for November. And I think they're posting the link to it. So if those of you who want to be with us to read the book together, make sure and grab that link and go get your book. Okay, everybody. Larry and Karin, you guys stay. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us.
Bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.